Hello and welcome to the post-mortem examination of Pokemon Go Fest 2017. Now, it was bad. Let's face facts. Pokemon Go Fest 2017 was awful. I would say it's up there with Fire Festival, DashCon. I'm not even being hyperbolic with this. It was horrible. And there's a whole slew of things that went wrong with it. The first thing that went wrong was the cell networks. There was roughly 15 to 20,000 people in Grant Park. All of these people are playing Pokemon Go on their phones, causing their networks to just shut down. There were participants who said there were no Cell on Wheels units at the event, and coupling with the cell network struggling was the fact that the game itself was unstable. Niantic had to do on-the-fly server configurations just to get the game to work for a large chunk of the player base that was at the event. The next issue was that people were being denied entrance to the event based on prescription medication they were carrying. They were told to either leave it at their hotel or they were simply denied entrance, which denying people based on medications violates the Americans with Disabilities Act. And if being told to go back and drop off what prescriptions you had wasn't bad enough, the lines to get in were absurd. People were saying that it was taking 3 or more hours just to get in. And then to leave, there was a 10-minute or longer line. That alone, a 10-minute line to leave, that has to be a safety hazard. And that's just absurd. And if the lines and everything else wasn't bad enough, people were averaging 9 catches while in the park for the entire time they were there. Really makes you question if Niantic made the right decision back in November when they bumped the spawn timers from 15 to 30 minutes. And finally, history decided to repeat itself and be just like last year when the game launched. They were complete trash. People were freezing constantly, struggling to get anything done. It was a joke. But even with all the bad, there were some pretty funny moments. The first being when CEO John Hank decided to go up on stage and talk to everybody, and was subsequently booed by the audience. It's a bit childish, I will admit, but it's not without good reason. The event was terrible. Then another funny bit, which all of these you can find in supercuts around YouTube, the stream decided to zoom in on a group of players, only to find that one of the guys was spoofing around the park, which really makes you think, what did Niantic do to stop spoofers? Then we had the crowd chanting "We can't play" so loud and so much that the mic for the crowd had to be turned off. And then finally, the after-event announcement. Niantic said that there was 440,000 legendaries caught at the event, which is impressive considering the rest of the world only caught 1.5, but they don't mention that at the event, the catch rate for legendaries was 100%. Rest of the world got 2%. Now, before I go, I want to leave you with my final thoughts on the event. I think the idea is solid. Get a bunch of people together, play Pokemon Go, announce cool stuff, live stream it, make it a big ol' song and dance. The problem is the execution. The execution was abominable. The best way to do it would be to have 3 events simultaneously occurring. One on the West Coast, one on the East Coast, and one in the Midwest. You spread out your players. If you have to take the minimum amount, people were estimating of 15,000 players, spread that out. You have roughly 5,000 per area. It's going to be very dense and it's going to be difficult to handle, but it is a lot more easy to handle than dealing with 15 to 20,000 people in one small area. Before I let the rest of this video play out, I just wanted to thank you for watching. If you like what I do on this channel, please make sure to subscribe. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.